gives this woman to be with this man?
Right.
Okay. First of all, I want to thank everybody for coming today to be a part of this wedding between Orion and Brooke. And it almost happened a while ago, and we kept working it, and God worked it out. Yeah. So Orion and Brooke, God has given clear directions for both the husband and wife and the responsibility and the commitment of marriage, and I'd like to read them to you. In Ephesians, Paul says, submitting yourselves to one another in the fear of God. Wives, submit yourselves to your own husbands as unto the Lord. For the husband is the head of the wife, even as Christ is the head of the church. And he is the Savior of the body. Therefore, as the church is in subject to Christ, so too let the wives be subject to their own husbands in everything. And husbands are to love their wives, even as Christ loved the church and gave himself for it, that he might sanctify her and cleanse her with the washing of the water of the word, that he might present to himself a glorious church, having no spot or wrinkle, or any such thing, but that it should be holy and without blemish. So God has given clear instructions in that you're to love one another the way Christ loves you, because God desires your marriage to be a reflection of the love of Jesus Christ for us. God sent his Son so that we would have life in him, and that love in him. You'd have that. He loves us sacrificially, and the fact that he'd be willing to lay his life down on the cross so that we might be forgiven and have eternal life. And he loves us unconditionally. He loves all of us at all times, even when we don't measure up, even when we don't make the grade, even when we blow it and sometimes stumble and fall. His love for us is secure. He loves us, period. And that's how God wants you to love your wife, and that's how God wants you to love your husband, sacrificially and unconditionally. And you've chosen, Brooke, you've talked with me about the vows, a traditional wedding vow, and I think that's a great choice. And I'd like to read to you the vows and explain to you just for a minute what they mean. You're about to say, I take you as my lawfully wedded wife or husband. And it simply means I receive you to myself as the one God has ordained me to be with. Therefore, I'm making this a legal responsibility. You're standing before God and all these fine people, and you're saying, you're the one I believe God wants to be me to be with. So I make this legal, my choice. To have and to hold means that I would cling to and embrace no other. From this day forward, it simply implies that from this day, our past will no longer have hold of us. We leave it behind. Our past will not be a stumbling block for our future. For better or for worse, it's when things go great and even when things are not. It's not going to be a stumbling block for this marriage. For richer or for poorer means money or the lack of it will not become a stumbling block for this marriage. In sickness and in health means in good health or in bad health, I will be there to see you through. And to love and to cherish means my affections are for you, for you are my great treasure. That's what you're going to say to each other. Till death do us part. And that implies that you fully understand that God has ordained the two of you to be together. And you make these vows and this commitment until your soul leaves your body. It's a responsibility and a commitment that you're making today. So this is God's love. 1 Corinthians 13. Love is patient, love is kind, love isn't jealous. It doesn't sing its own praises. It isn't arrogant, it isn't rude. It doesn't think about itself. It isn't irritable. It doesn't keep a track of wrongs. It isn't happy when injustice is done, but it's happy with the truth. Love never stops being patient. Love never stops believing. Love never stops hoping. And love never gives up. And love never comes to an end. And as you make these vows, what God wants you to declare truly is that you would demonstrate God's love and your relationship with each other by letting God's forgiveness and mercy be the center of your relationship. And that'll keep the hope of God alive in your hearts. That's something very precious in his eyes, and he cares greatly, greatly about you. So with that, we're going to say the vows. So, Orion, you repeat after me. Look at your brother. I, Orion,
I, Orion,
take you, Brooke,
take you, Brooke,
as my lawfully wedded wife,
as a lawful wedded wife,
to have and to hold,
to have and to hold
from this day forward,
from this day forward,
for better or for worse,
for better or for worse,
for richer or for poorer,
for richer or for poorer,
in sickness and in health,
in sickness and in health,
to love and to cherish,
to love and to cherish,
till death do us part.
till death do us part.
Okay, so Brooke, I want you to repeat after me and look at your husband, your future. I, Brooke,
I, Brooke,
take you, Orion,
take you, Orion,
as my lawfully wedded husband,
as my lawfully wedded husband,
to have and to hold,
to have and to hold,
from this day forward,
from this day forward,
for better or for worse,
for better or for worse,
for richer or for poorer,
for richer or poorer,
in sickness and in health,
in sickness or in health,
to love and to cherish,
to love and to cherish,
till death do us part.
until death do us part.
Okay, do we have rings?
Yeah.
We weren't sure. That's hers, right?
No, check one. We have the,
Oh, yeah.
Take it off, right?
yeah, I need you to take this one back. There you go, thank you. All right, so, there we go.
Okay. Okay, so these rings, and as you interchange them, are a token in commemoration of the vows you've just spoken. So when you put that ring on, it shows the world. And it doesn't show the world that someone belongs to me. It shows the world that I belong to someone. So when I see my ring, I know that I belong to my wife. That she's the, we see her and she knows that she belongs to someone. There's something precious in that. So in this vow, as you put these on, you're saying, I make this vow is committed. And that's my responsibility to the world, to show that I belong to someone. So, Orion, take Brooke's hand. And you just repeat after me. And when we're all done, you can say, I will. Will you, Brooke,
Will you, Brooke,
take this ring
take this ring
as a token of my vow?
as a token of my vow?
Say, I will. And with this ring, I take you as my lawfully wedded wife.
Do this, take you to be my lawful wedded wife.
Okay. Brooke, take your hands here. Will you, Orion,
Will you, Orion,
take this ring
take this ring
as a token of my vow?
as a token of my vow?
Then with this ring, I take you as my lawfully wedded husband.
Take this ring, I take you as my lawfully wedded husband.
So take each other by the hand. For as much as Orion and Brooke have consented together in holy wedlock, and have witnessed the same before God and this company, and have pledged their vows to each other and have declared the same by the giving and the receiving of a ring, by the power invested to me by God in the state of Vermont, I now pronounce that they are husband and wife. And I pronounce to you Mr. and Mrs. Orion and Brooke